Good morning, people. So it is the first week of March right now, and I honestly think it's about time that I start living my life. Let's be for real, okay? So I feel like I have been recently just, when you're just stuck in a pattern of just thinking and overthinking and just like rethinking everything until you're like at the point of existence and never thinking ever again. Yeah. So I feel like I've just been spending too much time thinking, reflecting, which, don't get me wrong, that is a good thing to do, but everything in life requires balance, and I feel like I need to start living more as opposed to just reflecting on everything. I think both go hand in hand, but sometimes I find myself getting stuck in one or the other. I don't know what it is in my brain. It just like the second I decide I'm going to do something, it's like I'm only doing that. Like, for example, out of my hobbies, if I'm playing Valorant, I'm only ever playing Valorant, or if I'm drawing, I'm only ever drawing. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like maybe it's just like my brain goes on autopilot because I'm so like, maybe it's because my brain is just all over the place when I'm working 24/7. But with that said, I have a couple things planned this month, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna vlog it because I wanted to include you guys, and I haven't vlogged in a long time, and I actually genuinely miss the days that I vlogged. So yeah, we're gonna do a little vlog today and give you guys a little bit more insight into my day-to-day life, because I've been on this channel for like a long time now. Yeah. Also, announcement, I'm in the process of making a specific separate gaming channel, okay? I will come out with an announcement when it's like ready. I might do a video announcement even because I feel like that's such a big deal. Like, I started my career on YouTube with gaming videos, and I feel like so many of you guys like always tell me that you miss my gaming videos, so I decided I'm gonna narrow this channel down to just in real life stuff, and I'm gonna make a separate gaming channel and maybe even re-upload all of the gaming videos that I had before. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Before the real vlog starts though, I just wanted to say, like, sometimes I look back in my life and I look how far I've come. Like, I'm sure some of you guys have probably seen like my videos about, my journey and being alone and all that. I am so fortunate. Like, I genuinely am so fortunate to have good people in my life, and especially being somebody who has been in toxic friendships, toxic relationship, who has been toxic too. I feel like I'm at a point in life, especially now that I'm like 23, I feel like I'm at the point where life is as good as you make it. And that might mean cutting out the bad people in your life, cutting out bad influences, bad habits even, and that means clinging on to the things that are good, even if they are scary. I genuinely have my best friends, my sister, my lovely boyfriend, all those people to thank, because they helped me kind of restore faith in how I view human connection. For so long I genuinely considered myself to be like a lone wolf, like, not to be so like dramatic and emo, but like I genuinely consider myself to be independent, solo. I didn't think I needed anybody, and maybe that's what I told myself so I could sleep at night, but I genuinely think my life has been so much more significantly nicer because I have human connection. And I feel like that's kind of the problem with Gen Z, especially Gen Z and maybe even Gen Alpha, is because of how we grew up, finally leaving school, like graduating high school, then entering quarantine, and disconnecting from society for a little bit, and that causes like literally no motivation. And now we have such a culture where it's so common for us to just cancel last minute. Like, even I'm guilty of this, or even just saying no to plans just because you don't feel like it. Granted, you should hold up your boundaries and don't do something if you really don't want to, but I feel like it's just become so normalized that we can always just FaceTime or we can just text, and like that has been the baseline of human connection, is just texting or calling. Not some people don't even call, actually. I feel like society has just shifted to a hyper independent mentality, like super boss grind set mode, core. Like, we get told to literally grind ourselves to the grave, work hard, especially, oh my god, our generation is the one to literally, like, no matter how much we work, it is still not enough. So even if we do want to have a social life, sometimes we can't. Sometimes we have to pick working our 9-to-5 job or 3 to 11 shift or whatever to pay rent, rather than going and seeing friends. And so that's why I feel like this month I am gonna make it a goal to genuinely put myself out there and genuinely make time to have that human connection. I feel like when you go so long without it, you kind of get used to it, but then you don't realize how good it is for you, how much it can boost your mentality. You know, when you feel like you have community, when you feel like you really participate in society, you feel so much more full as a person. Like the other day, I literally said hi to my neighbor. He's like this old man, and I usually am not the kind of person to do that. And you know, so I did it, and even things like that, I feel like people were more likely to say hi to their neighbors back in the day, or like bring them apple pie or something, you know? We had more community back in the day because we didn't have technology to like rely on that kind of communication. Like you had to meet up in person, you had to go physically to their house, or, you know, physically, you know, go meet up at a certain place to even see each other. But now because of social media and because of, you know, technology and stuff, it's just like one click away, and I feel like that takes so much away from the real human interaction we need. And yes, it's convenient and it's good and it's like, you know, like don't get me wrong, I like that I can just text my friend like, hey, what are the plans, or you know, or even just like text them what's on my mind or whatever. But also, even just like texting somebody what's on your mind, I feel like there's been such like a shift from like just being there from your friends to everyone just like calling it trauma dumping. And I feel like, you know, yes, granted, you shouldn't like trauma dump on somebody, you shouldn't like throw all your problems at a person, especially if you like barely know them. But I also think humans need each other to survive. And I know sometimes we might not have like the mental capacity to, you know, tackle on someone else's problems, but if we're doing that for each other, that is like a symbiotic relationship. And I feel like because the internet and mostly TikTok, we've, you know, described any form of that as trauma dumping. I feel like people are so much less likely to share what's on their mind because they're scared of being perceived like that. And for me, I don't know, I feel like I can't do friendships unless it's like the ones that I have right now where we can just share whatever's on our mind. Like if we need a good cry session in the car, we can have it. If one of us is not feeling well mentally, you know, still telling each other like, that's okay, like just come out anyways, like I want to hang out with you. And I feel like we need more of that. And I feel like so many friendships lately are just so superficial and shallow and based on just being perfect and happy all the time. But no, like the thing that creates genuine happy connection is those real raw moments, is having a good solid honest and transparency between you and another person. Like me and my girlies, like we have a little group chat, and sometimes I just be ranting, ranting about my life, and they're there for me, and I really truly genuinely appreciate it. And if you guys are watching, like I love you guys. Anyways, let's get on with living my life, shall we? Hello guys, this is the birthday girl. Say hello. Hi. We're about to celebrate. We're just waiting on people. Look at this poster she got. It is so cute. I'm vlogging with my phone because sorry. You know, my camera decided to not charge, so we're living the dream. You're taking photos of Ryan. It's going in my vlog. Hello guys, I'm gonna cut the video here, but I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Peace. Happy birthday, Zoe. Hello everyone. So pardon the lighting. I can never find good lighting in my room, I swear. Anyways, do you like my hair? I just did it. I don't own any green. If you couldn't tell already, it is St. Patty's weekend. So, I was gonna vlog a lot more, but I ended up not vlogging a lot of my March, and this is supposed to be a March vlog, so I decided, you know what, I'm going out for St. Patty's Day, we're gonna vlog some of it, okay? But yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to vlog, because I don't want to lose my camera, so, hopefully I can vlog some stuff on my phone, and I apologize for the quality if, you know, I sound like I don't make sense. I'm gonna be, I'm not very great at talking, because I don't stream as much, so I might not be able to word the words in the way I want to word them. So, but anyways, without further ado, let's go. We out here fam, like what do people say? I'm Logan Paul, channel manager Logan Paul. We got the drip going. Hi, very excited for tonight. Hello, do you want to be in my vlog?
Vlog?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Hello everyone! This is a bit of a different video. It was initially supposed to be a vlog. I didn't vlog as much as I wanted to vlog though, but I just wanted to come here and talk a little bit about my life, a little bit of a life update, because I think I owe you guys one, considering the fact that I haven't posted in a couple weeks, and there's actually a reason for that. For a long time, I've been thinking about taking a hiatus. So for a long time now, for those of you who know, I work both part-time at a fast food place, and I work, it is work. I do YouTube as well. So at one point I was Twitch streaming on top of all of that as well. And if you haven't been there, it's basically like working 2 jobs. If I was doing Twitch, it would be like 3, but it's a lot of work, okay? It's like when I come home from like my 9 to 5, I'm still working, and that is a lot for someone's plate, okay? That is a lot of things to worry about, plus having a social life, plus, you know, getting groceries, running errands, having a social life, taking care of my house, like my room, cleaning, and actually keeping my life together. Mental health too, oh my god, being able to balance everything has just been, I'm constantly doing things. I'm never relaxing, like unless I specify a time to relax, but even so, like I feel like I constantly have things on my mind. With that said, because I only have been working part-time to make time for YouTube, which granted, guys, I don't even make anything from YouTube yet, okay? I'm still on my little YouTube grind, you know. I appreciate every single one of you who supports and watches and even just comments or shows me love. Honestly, like I like to do this even without money. Like I've literally been doing this since like the 7th grade, like oh my god. But we don't talk about that channel back then. Let's just say my editing got a lot better. So yeah, after long debate, going back and forth, I think the best thing for me is to take a hiatus, probably for a year. But with that said, my plan, I guess I'll explain it now. My plan is to just work as many hours as possible, pick up as many shifts as possible. If I have to get a second job, like I might do that, just because financially doing YouTube and not having a solid job that pays more than like a little bit above minimum wage, especially in the economy. I live in Ontario, by the way, so the economy, like it's not assist, okay? So being able to do that and not having a support system, like I know some people who start their YouTube channel often like live with their parents, or they have some kind of financial stability, or maybe they have wealth or a trust fund or something. Your girl is just an average Joe, okay? So I don't have any of that. Everything I do, everything I pay for, I have to pay for myself. So like especially today, like my manager asked me if I could come in early, and I really wanted to, but I knew I had to film today. And that's the thing, it's like, do I go in and make more money, or do I put in some time into this passion that I have that might potentially, you know, take off one day, and then that way I can not work out, you know what I mean? Like, which do I prioritize? And right now I think I'm not in a position where I can prioritize YouTube, even though I have been doing that for like the last couple of months, because I really wanted it to work. Right now the only thing I have going for me is YouTube and working my job that I work right now. So I feel like I've kind of gone in circles, but the main point is I need to take time to just work, give myself that financial blanket, because like I'm gonna be honest, right now what I've been making and the way I've been working paycheck to paycheck, and even so it still sometimes isn't enough. And I think I need to take care of myself financially first before I put any, you know, effort into this passion of mine. And it sucks because I wish I could just jump into this adventure, and I was trying to do that, especially because, yeah, like I said, I left school, so I felt like there was like this pressure to, you know, really make something out of myself as soon as I left, because I know leaving school in the middle of it is not the most conventional or traditional way of going about life, and a lot of people will have things to say about it. And I feel like if I had that proof of like, well, I left school to do XYZ and it's working out, then at least I would have felt a little bit less pressure or like stigma, I guess, around my decision, you know? But yeah, like today my manager literally asked me to come in early, and I almost said yes, but this is probably going to be one of the last times I actually put YouTube over working, at least for the time being. I think as long as I'll be gone, it'll probably be like a year. Honestly, there's a good chance I'm gonna be gone for about a year. Oh my god, my glasses lines are so bad. Who's gonna tell me, bro? I put a bit of makeup over it. I think it looks a little bit better, but like, oh my god, this lighting is kind of poo-poo, you know? I really want to be like one of those vloggers that can just like walk around while I'm talking, because, you know, I feel like when I'm pacing back and forth, I can have a bit of more flow process of words to come out of my mouth, you know? But the lighting is honestly, like, if I do this, there's a shadow. If I do this, Girl, what? Off topic. But anyways, yeah, so I'm probably gonna take like a year hiatus. It's what, March right now? So I'll probably be expected to return by next March, but I'll also keep you guys updated. We'll see like how much I've accomplished in that year. And I still have one more video I want to upload and release because I already filmed it and did all the stuff for it, so I will be releasing that in the near future. And also but then after that, in terms of like weekly uploads, I probably will just upload whenever. Like, I don't want to ghost you guys entirely, but I also don't want to have that pressure of, well, I need to upload so I can't pick up this shift, or I can't work extra hours because I need to finish editing, you know? Like, I'm at the point in my life right now where I need to prioritize working. For the longest time, I think I've just been approaching it from like the perspective of someone who has you know, maybe 5 steps up the ladder, whereas I have to start from step 1. And right now, because I'm in step 1, I don't have that backbone or support system or degree or high paying job to like keep me afloat. I need to, you know, take care of myself at the base level before I can come on to this full time. And if you're someone who's looking to do content creation and you're in the same position as me, I would say maybe go about it the way I'm going about it now. Don't make the mistake that I made where I just kind of jumped full force into it when I had barely little money. Also, I feel like I hate talking about like my financial situation because I feel like I really don't want this to come across as like a woe is me kind of thing, you know? I'm genuinely just, I want to be as transparent as I can because I know there's probably some of you out there who are in the same position as me. You know, like I feel like so many content creators we see have like $1 billion houses or have 6 cars or they do OF or something, so they have a lot of money, or, you know, they've already had their rags to riches story, so they have like an overnight success kind of income, you know? Whereas, you know, I've been going at this for a long time, and I'm sure there's other people who have been going at this for a long time and they're kind of at the same position that I am. So I want to be as transparent as I can be because I feel like I wish I could find another content creator who talked as openly about it as I did. You know, it feels less lonely. And I want to be able to make other people feel less alone, you know? Or even if you did finish school, honestly, there's a lot of people I know who I work with who have their degrees, but now they're just working in fast food because nobody's hiring. And it's like, what do we do now? Honestly though, something I'm excited about when it comes to taking this hiatus is I'll be working as much as I can, yeah, but in those little gaps in between my shifts when I'm not working, I'll have free time. And it sounds crazy because it's like, girl, what you mean? Don't you have free time? But yeah, like all my free time would go towards YouTube. If not with my boyfriend, if not with friends or doing chores or errands, it would be going to YouTube. And which, don't get me wrong, I am super thankful I'm in a position where I have a camera, I have my PC, I have an editing software, I have all these things that let me pursue this passion. I am so grateful for it. However, in retrospect, it has taken away from other passions I have. Like, I literally have a bookshelf here filled with like textbooks and stuff, like psychology textbooks that I've been wanting to read for so long, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. Especially being out of school, right? I feel like it's so important to just exercise our brain. Like, I feel like I love learning. Like, I genuinely have such a passion for learning. Like, I like learning new things. And especially before, because I was in school for teaching, and before that it was psychology, sociology, stuff like that. It's something I really enjoy learning about. So I really think I want to just like take these textbooks and just go to a library or something to read, you know? Yesterday, I also spontaneously baked some cookies. Like, who am I? I feel like the YouTube lifestyle is so different than just living a normal life, especially in the early stages, because, you know, for example, let's say you have your 9 to 5, you come back, and then what? You're just doing whatever. Whereas when I'm trying to make this work while also working like a 9 to 5 or a part-time job, it's like work on top of work. I feel like I have to say no to social events. I feel like I have to say no to, you know, going to certain events or specific opportunities because I have to put forth editing and things like that. And it's something I definitely wanted to do, don't get me wrong, but it also means I'm missing out on a lot. And that's not something a lot of people talk about is, yeah, we have this like grind mindset, and Gen Z really prioritize having a strict schedule and working all your hours now while you're young so you can enjoy your 30s. And I think that's very much a good idea because, you know, you need to put in the work now to set yourself up for the future. but it also means we're sometimes neglecting the things we need in the moment, you know, like social life, going out, just living. And that's the thing. My channel, I took the direction to switch to real life content because I found a passion for just living my life. And who am I to tell people to live their life if I'm not doing that too? In the long run, I'm not sure where I'll be in a year, but once I feel more financially afloat, I think I definitely want to put less pressure on myself to have to upload every week, at least while I'm still a small channel, you know? And that's something I realized actually in the month of March is I have just been living. I'm sure you guys have seen in the vlog, you know, I've just been living. I went to parties, I went out, I hung out with friends, and it's been the most incredible month of this year so far. Mostly just because I just said yes to as many things as possible. Granted, I didn't vlog all of it, but I definitely socialized a lot more this month than I have in the last couple of months. So yeah, I just wanted to be honest with you guys. I want to give you a little bit more clarity on what's going on because I kind of just left my channel for a little bit. And I know I do that a lot, so I'm trying to not do that without giving you guys an actual update as to why. I told myself I wouldn't leave my channel again, but this time is very intentional. It's very like I have specific time frame in mind. Like I know how long I want to leave for, I know why, I know what I need in order to come back. So I feel like this time is different. And honestly, I'm doing everything I can to kind of give this channel the best chance it has at being a long-term thing. So I think that right now is working as much as I can right now for a year straight is gonna be the best thing for me. On a side note, I want to show you guys something actually. I fixed my little cubby room. It's really hard to see because like the lighting's kind of potato, but okay. So this is what it looks like from the outside. I literally organized the entire thing last night, and now it's not just a storage room, it's back to being its old little gamer room. And also I put up the paintings. I put up all my paintings and I think it looks so cool. I don't know if you guys actually care, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. I have all my like present stuff in there, so if I need to wrap things for Christmas, Halloween decorations, all my old dork diary books, because I couldn't part with them, you know? And yeah, here it comes full circle.